Okay. 250 High Templar. 5,000 Banelings. Okay. Who wins? I'm assuming, considering the production value of this, like my computer is crying just thinking about rendering this many units, because StarCraft 2 is still a game that runs on a single core. So filming this and setting this up in the editor, I guess it's been done in like a slow motion speed or something and then sped back up to make it look like an... I'm not sure. Anyways, assuming the AI will micro the Templar, I'm imagining the Templar win this. Now, the resource count, not entirely fair, but it's into a choke point. This is 250,000 minerals and 125,000 gas worth of Banes. Yeah, so we see this choke over here. I mean, it's hard to say. That's still pretty wide. Oh my god. Units fully upgraded. I mean, it basically depends on whether or not the Templar run out of energy. I take it back, the Banelings win. They're gonna run out of energy, dude. They have to. Oh, that's the till. That's the till. What? How many storms does he have? I mean, it's like 20 Banelings to kill a single Archon. Oh my god. Yeah, it's actually the most cost-efficient way to trade in StarCraft 2, I believe. Archons versus Banelings. They can tank way more Banelings than you would imagine. It's literally like, I think, low 20s. Whew, okay. Alright. Everybody died. Terran wins. It's just like StarCraft 2 multiplayer now. Sorry, what?
I like to think of myself as the nuclear option. I don't have better equipment. I'm just plain better. Gotta sit rep.
1,000 ghosts. 150,000 minerals, 125,000 gas. Versus Overseers? Overseers win. Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. Aww. 5,000 Mutalisks. Honestly, the only thing we have learned so far is that Zerg cost efficiency is garbage. Like, the fact that this is once again going to be a close call. Anyways. Let me move this a little out of the way. There we go. Okay, who wins? 5,000 mutas? I mean, you can barely even see the ghosts. I'm never gonna doubt Nova, though.
Hostiles.
I'm never going to doubt Nova ever again in my life.
Taking the shot.
I think the ghosts are going to win.
Weapons free.
Yeah, ghosts are actually very strong. You don't even need to use their abilities. You can't use their abilities. Considering they are supposed to be stealth assassins, they're very loud when they die. Like, they've learned everything in Ghost School except for death. Dude. Yeah, ghosts just win this, no? I mean, the mutas are clumped, though. It's actually really hard to tell how many there still are. I guess you can see it in the top left. Yeah, there's actually a lot of mutas. Okay, the mutas win. The mutas win. Actually, not even close. Wow. Okay, I actually assumed that every single one of these was going to be super close. But that wasn't even remotely close. Oh, no. This is just like the nuke just now. You can do some amazing stuff with the StarCraft 2 editor. I don't have the skills. I don't know how to work it. But this is sick. I would subscribe, Stu. As a matter of fact, Stu, I'm going to subscribe right now.
You want a piece of me, boy? This better be good.
Okay.
Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
1,500 Marines, 1,500 Marines, 75,000 minerals. Against 75, or 750 rather, Zealots. Same cost. Ah. I was gonna say, that's gonna be an easy win. But they're allied with 3,000 Zerglings. Now, men with guns are good, but not that good, are they? No way.
Let's do this. Blades of justice.
No way, no way. The Zerglings and the Zealots definitely win. It's kind of beautiful, isn't it? You know how like on like TikTok and like Instagram Reels and stuff, they sometimes have like Subway servers on the site to keep people with very low attention spans like myself engaged? I feel like we need to put this on the side of TikToks, on vertical videos. Don't tell me the Marines are going to win, no way. What?
Whatever I do, keep bringing me back in.
That's insane.
Notice that nobody ever comes
Most of them weren't even fighting for the majority of the combat.
Here's some help here.
In my mind, the strength of Marines is mostly the fact that they're so microable. These were not being microed at all. That's a lot of nukes, by the way. Sorry, Jamie. In the end, everybody dies. Okay.
Systems go.
We have Cyclones, Widow Mines. Okay, we have a little bit of everything.
Ready to blunder.
Reporting for action.
Dude.
Who called in the fleet?
Terran army?
Is at hand.
220,000 minerals, 102,000 gas.
Commencing operations.
This ought to be good.
Versus Protoss. That's a lot of Void Race. Is it just Void Race? Alright. Versus 1,000 Void Race.
Here we go.
I think it comes down primarily to the Widow Mines and the Thors. Because they clump up, right? Yeah. Flying units in the game clump up. And Widow Mines can get a tremendous amount of damage done. Same for Thors. I don't think the Cyclones are going to be as scary, but they will still do a lot of damage with a single target. Void Rays are going to make quick work of them, yeah. That's Marines. Marines are good, but they're going to melt. I think the Void Rays actually win this. It's mostly the Thors. I don't know how many Thors there were. Gold League StarCraft 2 players taking notes right now. Not just Photon Cannon Rush, also Void Ray only. It's a classic. You get carried straight to Platinum League. Okay, here's the Thors. So they deal splash damage. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not that many Thors. It's not that many. Auto turrets are not going to do much. I mean, anti-armor missile is actually really nice. Here come the Vikings. Vikings also hit very hard. But not splash damage. No, the Void Rays actually just win. Yeah.
It's liberation
Oh,
time.
oh, you know what? Liberators. Liberators deal splash damage too! Ooh. I think the Void Rays lose. It depends on when Prismatic Alignment is available again. Yeah, they're using it now. No, the Terran actually wins. That was actually really quite a bad setup too for Terran though. Honestly, when you look at it from this perspective, the cost efficiency of Terran units is actually insane. Like, normally the numbers aren't that big, right? They're not that scaled up. Especially the Marines versus Zealots and Zerglings one. Kinda blows my mind. That's such a basic unit interaction. Is there another one? I think this is the end of the video, right? Yeah, they're just gonna... I think there's another one. This is episode 7. Okay, we're gonna have a look at number 6 as well.
My meditation is over.
That's a really glossy Zealot skin. 2,000 Zealots. 200,000 minerals. Versus 250 Ravagers. Units are fully upgraded? Yeah, Zealots. 100%. What do you mean? Obviously, corrosive balls are scary. And this is a bit of a choke point, but it's a lot of space.
Is the only truth that matters.
I can only imagine Zealots winning this, but I might be wrong. Ravagers playing basketball. There's just so many Zealots, though. Yeah, it's a very large bio, right? Like, it hits multiple Zealots. Not usually very applicable in a game of StarCraft, but... Nah, I think the Zealots still win, no? Maybe not. Obviously, the ones in the front are the only ones actually attacking. The ones in the back are just dying. And they're also derping against each other a lot. Yeah, melee units in StarCraft in general are a little worrisome. Ranged units have always an easier time actually fighting. Oh, this is going to be real close. Yeah, the Zealots win. The Zealots win. When it gets to smaller numbers, I can kind of call it. But I wonder if you run this multiple times, because it's very much so dependent on where the biles actually land. There's a good chance that if you run this exact same scenario 10 times, the Zealots will only win like maybe 6 times. Oh god. 400 infestors with infested Terran. Okay. Versus 350 carriers? I think it's the carriers, but it's hard to say. I think Neuroparasite is much better here, but infested Terrans have been removed now for quite a few years. I think the carriers win. Assuming they're fully upgraded. Oh, they do have all... Oh, okay, hold up. No, in that case, the Zerg wins. I thought they were only going to use infested Terran. But they use Fungal and Neuro as well. Then the Zerg definitely wins. Look at this, man. It's kind of beautiful. I still can't believe they replaced one of the absolute strongest abilities in all of StarCraft 2 with one of the absolute worst. You know what? I'll take it one step further. I would say Infested Terran was the best ability in all of StarCraft 2. And I will also say that Parasitic Bomb, Microbial Shroud, is the worst spell in StarCraft 2. I think it actually got replaced. From the very best to the very worst. They do have burrow, by the way. That's kind of nutty. If they would have just burrowed and neuraled everything, it would be fine. I mean, at some point they'll run out of energy. Fungal growth deals only very small amounts of damage. I don't know what the best spell in current StarCraft 2 would be. EMP is really good. Parasitic Bomb is really good. Sonic Storm is really good. Microbial Shroud is garbage. Yeah, cooldown Mule. If we call Mules... Oh wow, the Infestors actually lose. If we call Mules a spell, Widowmines are technically also a spellcaster. Wow, it's actually not even close. Okay, never mind. Terran wins again. I think the finisher move may be the most interesting thing. Ooh, this is the song that plays in Mengsk's office. Alright, a Protoss army. I think we learned we only need Void Rays, dude. Why do we... Oh, God.
You want a piece of me, boy? Kaboom, baby!
I have no clue. Toss up a coin and hope for the best. The Terran army is always cheaper, huh? Like, actually substantially so. There's a Zerg army too. Thank God for the swarm hosts. They're gonna make all the difference. Okay. So they're fighting in like a triangle? Yeah. There's an intersection over here. I don't know who would win this. The lurkers are gonna destroy the early game. Ultras are just gonna derp. It comes down a lot to the setup, I think. I'm imagining Protoss is probably best off here, but it's a little hard for me to tell. Okay, go! Dude, this is epic. Yeah, lurkers are gonna win the early game easy. They're actually gonna have... Oh, they're gonna have a great time. Ultras are garbage. Banshees are actually kind of good here, I think. Oracles are really strong, but obviously not microed. Mutas should probably just get picked off, because there's Archons on the top. Liberators as well on the bottom, so those Mutas are not going to do anything. Okay, we have some abductions on the battle cruisers. Terran's actually dropping really quickly. Ravagers are all gone, I think, so the flying unit should be fine. Prismatic alignment on the Void Race is going to run out very soon. I think Protoss wins. Maybe Terran, dude. Maybe Terran wins. Zerg's out of energy now, so I don't think they're going to do much. But the lurkers are still there, dude. I was spot on with the lurkers, at least. The lurkers are actually still going to town. By far the most cost-efficient unit here. Do they even have detection? Does Terran have detection? Protoss does. I see a couple observers, but I see no Terran detector anymore. All the Ravens are gone. Yeah, those lurkers are actually destroying. And I was making fun of the swarm host. Swarm host actually might be the goat. Yeah, Terran doesn't have detection, so they can't kill the lurkers. As far as I can tell, they don't. Unless we're having scan or something. Zerg has no longer got any anti-air. Oh yeah, there's scans. Maybe he was already scanning. There were a lot of moving pixels in my defense. You're telling me Terran still wins this? Maybe Zerg wins this. Nah, the Locust Wave is gonna be available. The Vikings have to go down south, but they're not. Dude, Terran had so much... Like, their resource cost was so much less. Especially gas. I think you should fly. You should fly the... Also, we need to do some pickup micro, dude. Oh my god. I will never make fun of swarm hosts again. Swarm host the GOAT! Even Cyril's looking at this right now and they're like, oh my god. This is the best unit to make. Wait for it. Oh, we're gonna fungal it to death? Yeah, give it about 17 minutes. Fungal does not deal as much damage as it once used to, but there it is. Oh. Smother them in mules. What? Oh, never mind. Hellbats, I mean. Of course. Of course that was Hellbats. How could I ever doubt... Oh, never mind. This is what the Netherlands looks like, dude, on the 1st of January at midnight. People love fireworks. One more.
The Grim Reaper has arrived.
750 Reapers. Versus 1,000 Banelings. Now this is weird, because it's fully upgraded Reapers. Never ever do we see a game where you have fully upgraded Reapers. I don't know how much it really matters. Most of it will probably come down to the KD8 grenades that they throw. This is gonna be a lot of happy jumping Banelings. I'm imagining, though, this is better for the Reapers, mostly because they're gonna be less derpy. Because they're ranged. Oh god. The bitrate is not enjoying this very much. The video quality immediately suffers. So the first one we watched was actually episode 7. The second one was episode 6. This is episode 5. I'm noticing very obvious quality improvements right from the start. Stu doing a good job. Yeah, the Reapers win easy. Reaper's so good. This is what we need, dude. We need 3-3 Reapers in the late game. This is the old Disruptor, I'm assuming? Yeah, because the new Disruptor does not one-shot Marauders. Well, that's a pretty hefty amount of minerals. I'm gonna say Disruptors, actually. There should be enough for there always to be some of those Novas. And that choke point is tight.
Oh, it's on. Let's rock. Overloading. Let's have a blast.
This is the stuff that Protoss players dream of in the middle of the night.
Bring it. Fight.
Yeah.
Say good night.
Like shooting fish in a barrel. I mean, a couple of the Disruptors are dying. That's a lot of men with guns, though. Yeah, now there's a cooldown. Yeah. Oh, jeez. I'm still a little surprised they decided to nerf the Disruptor. It's actually kind of blowing my mind. Can I rant about balance for just a second? Disruptors are only ever used in Protoss versus Terran. Technically, you can use them in Protoss versus Zerg, but it doesn't really happen. Rarely do we actually see it. So it's a unit that is primarily useful for Protoss versus Terran. Protoss is struggling in that matchup, at least they were in the previous patch. But we nerfed the one unit that is mostly relevant for that. Weird. Weird to me. I think Protoss is actually pretty dang good right now. Protoss may actually be, I don't know. Protoss might actually be the best right now, but it's hard to say. Yeah, Disruptors win. Terran might actually be best. I think it's either Terran or Protoss that's probably best in the current patch.
Thor is here. I'm wasting away here.
Down now. Bow. Bow now. 332. Oh, okay. 333 Thors versus the same amount of Brute Lords and Mutalisks.
Yeah, coming.
Are they on ranged mode or are they on splash damage mode?
I am a thunder god, and I heard
They're on single target. So the Brute Lords are going to melt, but the Mutas are going to actually put in a lot of work here. I think you want to have half the Thors on splash damage here. If you put them all... Ah, they're switching. Okay, yeah, half of them just switched. Dude, this game is making me look so smart. I've never seen this before, but... I'm pretty sure this is how this video is made, by the way. Sorry, as a video man, I find this interesting. Because the previous episodes were so buttery smooth, I don't think you can really have a computer. Since StarCraft 2 is so single target, like single core focused, I don't think you can really have a computer that runs it particularly well. I'm pretty sure this is recorded at a slower speed and then sped up in post. The Mutas are already almost dead. Remember that they thought about buffing Thors versus Mutas? Remember that? Actually insane, dude. That was supposed to be happening in the new patch, but they decided to revert it. Because Mutas are already pretty bad. I mean, it's mostly the choke point right now, but the Mutas are... Or sorry, the Brute Lords are not going to win this, are they? It's just a positional, really. I say that. That's actually a lot of brutes. It's a lot more than I realized. This is like 200 Brute Lords. Oh yeah, it's 200 and... You can see it in the top left. There's 205 brutes. I think the Thors win. Yeah. The Thors win this pretty handily. It's, the Brutelings don't really deal that much damage. Like, as soon as we're out of that choke point, and more of the concave of Thors can fire at the same time, it's so much better. The concave beats the convex again.
I could aim, but with this thing, I don't have to.
I've never even heard that voice line before. I could aim, but with this thing, I don't have to. That's funny, because that was also what people told about me in college. No.
Prismatic core online.
Genetic matrix active. Victory awaits.
We are at full power.
1,000 Protoss units.
Storm is brewing.
The Golden Armada versus a bunch of flying garbage. Okay, no, the Corruptors are pretty good. The Mutas are garbage. That's good units. So the Zerg army is half garbage. The Protoss army is all strong, right? I don't like Mutas very much in the current patch, guys. I'm sorry. I think Mutas are pretty terrible. Oh, Parasitic Bombs are gonna actually be MVP. Parasitic Bomb is actually so good. Protoss units have a lot of HP, so normally you don't really notice the damage dealing that much, but it deals 120 damage area of effect. That's 50% more than Storm, so it's a lot. Yeah, the Vipers are actually MVPs. Was that an abducted mothership? Can't do that anymore in the new patch. Yo mama's so fat she can't even be abducted by a viper. Well, not anymore anyways. Mama gained weight. That's okay. Yeah. Now Zerg wins. The Mutas were bloat. The Mutas were bloat. They were just there as a target. It's a very strange unit to use as a tank, but the Corruptors win. I think Zerg would have been 10 times better off not making Mutas and just making more Corruptors. Oh. The Terran Dream. Yeah, the Mutas did very little other than tank a bit of damage. And I think they're probably the worst tanks you could ever make. More Corruptors, more Vipers would have been way better. Happy New Year, everybody.